L-3 is the only bell for a dangerous Morgana hunt. May the best submarine win. L-3, we have a message from the motherland. We've been given our next task. May I read it? Of course. It's a little light on the details, but here you go. They talk as if only I could handle this assignment. Yeah, I did notice that. Practically every other sentence was a compliment for you. They were laying it on pretty thick. You think I don't deserve the praise? I wouldn't say that. I just don't want you getting a big head. I'm not sure. I mean, you're just doing your job. I think you deserve all that and more. I just wasn't expecting it. Of course you'd think that. I don't know why I would think anything else. The fact is that I am no more invaluable than anyone out of my comrades. I simply do what any one of them would do in my place. I'm not sure about that. I don't know any other bell that lays mines quite like you. I suppose if people must see me as a champion of the fleet, at least paints Mother Russia in a positive light. That's a good way to look at it. I have a feeling that as long as you keep taking missions like that one, people are going to keep seeing you as a hero. A hero? I'm a soldier. I will do this task assigned to me, but all this praise, it will not go to my head. Well, hero, we've got more villains to vanquish. I'll prepare the mines. L3, I think we need to talk about this mission we've been given. I agree. I think it's about time we get underway. There isn't any time to waste. Not so fast. I reached out to some of my contacts in the area and they gave me a few more details about this Morgana we've been tasked to dispatch. Do tell. We should always know as much about our enemies as possible before we head into battle. There's a group of Morganas that have been assaulting ports for some time now. They appear without warning, bypassing any defenses and leaving the town decimated. Bypassing defenses? Sounds like the work of submarines, perhaps. That's what they're thinking. Except the description we have for Morgana's leading the assaults don't match that. Survivors have described it as a ship the size of a small island. Perhaps it's a submarine the size of a small island. We're not quite sure how Morganas operate, so that could explain it. Either way, I suppose we'll find out when we destroy it. You're still ready to take on something that could be 5 times your size? Are you not? No, I'm just making sure you are. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little apprehensive. I'm scared out of my pants. I think we should turn this mission down. Well, that's understandable. The fear of death is what keeps us alive, after all. This Morgana has been causing havoc, and we've been given the privilege of defeating it. No matter how large it may be. Besides, it would be very heroic of me to run away, now would it? Or it wouldn't be very heroic of me to run away now, would it? Oh, so now you think you're some kind of big shot. I can play the part. For the motherland. Let's see if you can play the part while under fire. As if I'm anything other than calm under fire. What's taking so long? Do you know what you've already been done resupplying? You'd be surprised how long it takes to load all the mines you use. We might want to double the usual amount. If this Morgana is as big as they say, we might need some extra ordnance. Not the worst idea in the world, though it will take more time. Okay, we'll load up the sub with explosives, take one shot and blow ourselves out the water. And how are you planning on paying all of these for these extra mines? No need to overreact. I was simply joking. Was it not obvious? I can make do with however many mines we have. No need to really get extra. Unless we use too many in this next fight. I'll do my best to be frugal. Captain? I have something I'd like you to take a look at. What is it? A book? It's the start of my... I'm not sure what to call it. My view of the world? Or how I think it should be, maybe. Right. You were working on publishing your ideas on communism. How's it been going? I'm no writer. It's one thing to prepare reports for back home, but this it's much harder. What could be so hard? Just grab a pen and get going. I understand. Writing reports is impersonal. This is anything but. I wouldn't know. I know two things: fighting and leading. Exactly. It makes me feel vulnerable. I don't like it. You don't usually have a problem voicing your opinion, L-3. There's something different about putting the words on paper. I feel like they need to be perfect. And I'm sure they're not. It's a rough draft. That's to be expected. Of course. I'd just appreciate it if you could look it over and tell me what you think about it. It'd be my pleasure. Thank you, Captain. I'll leave you to it. She's truly an inspiration. I'm so lucky to have been placed on her crew. She is very impressive, but don't get all creepy on me about it. I'm not creepy, I just want to be like her. Like who? Oh, Captain. I was talking about L-3, of course. Hey, you spend a lot of time with her. She is as amazing as they say she is. Even more so. Not really, she's just a normal person like you or me. You act like you've never talked to her yourself. Like me? I wish. She's so much more than normal. She's the strongest person I've ever seen. Excuse me, Captain. You needed me on deck? It's her. Be cool, don't make a fool of yourself. I'll be right there, thank you. Is there a reason you're staring at me? I just She's a fan of you and your heroic deeds. My heroic? I see. Thank you, but I just do my job as part of the Red Fleet. So humble. We're just gonna go now. Nice to talk to you both. Are you blushing, L-3? That was embarrassing. I've never met a fan before. What am I supposed to do? I think you handled it pretty well. Don't worry about it too much. No. Wasn't I needed on deck? Yes, that's right. There are Morganas in the area. We need a plan of action. Always with the Morganas. I can't even finish one meal. More Morganas. I think I'm actually more comfortable fighting them than entertaining my fans. L-3, have you seen our mine stores? Are we already running low? I've been trying to use the absolute minimum. You could have fooled me. I know, but I think you and I have different definitions for that word. You've actually been doing a lot better than I expected. I've hardly been leaving any mines in our wake after skirmishes. You're just a little too trigger happy with these mines. And that is point I'm worried about. More for a supply point of view. First you're worried about safety, now you're worried about supply. I'm beginning to wonder if you really want to defeat these Morganas. Come on, you know that if I wasn't here to rein you in, we'd find ourselves in the middle of a skirmish without any artillery. You're probably right. That doesn't mean I'm going to give up fighting for more mines. I wouldn't expect you to. L3, do you have a second? Go on there, Chino. What do you need from me? No, nothing like that. I've given you a rough draft a read through. Already? That was faster than I expected. I had a lot of free time, surprisingly enough. I made a priority to read it as soon as I could. Well, I skimmed it. Most of it, more or less. That is surprising. You're usually quite busy as captain. Not to mention the Morgana skirmishes. So, what did you think? Well, you have a lot of good forts in here. It's just a little rough around the edges. Can you elaborate? It's a little disorganized. Kind of hard to follow. I see. Then there are a few like grammatical mistakes. Nothing big but noticeable. It was also just a little too cold. The voice of it, I mean, you know what I mean. There are quite a few issues. More than I thought. It was a rough draft. Shouldn't take any of these to heart. No, I understand that. It's just a little disheartening. We can go over it more later. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings or anything, L3. Don't worry about it, Captain. We have more pressing matters. I'm looking forward to more talk with L-3 about her book. Of course. As if ever fighting the good fight... as ever, fighting the good fight takes priority. L-3, perfect. I was hoping we could find a chance to talk more about your writing. That's not why I'm here. And actually, I think I've heard enough about that for the time being. I didn't mean... Captain, haven't you noticed the increase in Morganas lately? I have. The closer we get to our destination, the more Morganas we encounter. Exactly. That's why I laid a fair portion of our remaining mines in the wake of that last battle. You did that without any authorization? Smart. Might buy us some time. That was dangerous, L-3. I'm glad you approve. I was worried you might be angry with me. I suppose if you keep littering the water with your mines, we ought to head to the port then. Exactly why I came to see you. Well, you got what you wanted. Time to pick up some more mines. So, I think I know why the waters are so thick with Morganas. Did you overhear something in port? Yeah, everyone's talking about the storm. It seems to be what they're calling the Morganas that have been attacking ports nearby. The storm sounds like an interesting opponent. I look forward to destroying them. Apparently, they were followed by an unusually high number of Morganas. Not enough to really threaten our patrols, but enough to distract them. So these stealthy submarines can find their way to ports and bombard them. I can appreciate the tactic. They're tossing Morganas out as distractions. You wouldn't do something like that with our ships, would you? If it was necessary, it wouldn't be my first idea. But we have to win this war effort. That's pretty cold. You're pretty ruthless. I think I like it. Anything from Mother Russia, right? Exactly. Communism is worth fighting and dying for. Knowing their tactics is good, though. We know where to look for them. From what it sounds like, the leaders should be pretty hard to miss. The ocean is a big place. Not big enough. Captain, any luck finding the storm yet? It is possible, but another distraction. Then we have an extra reason to terminate it. I was hoping we would have found this storm by now. If I could get a glimpse of them, I could start to think about strategy. Well, it's your lucky day. Though I can't say the same for the community they've just destroyed. The storm struck again? Where? A port nearby. They were running out in like a flash of lightning. Hence the name, unfortunately. We have to hurry there. If we quit, we should be able to get a look at our enemy. My thoughts exactly. You want to run headfirst into a group of Morganas that just destroyed a town? We need to be careful about this. We can't go running in without a plan. And we can't develop a plan when all we know about our target is rumour and legend. No more time to talk. If we take too long, we could miss our chance. Let's hope these aren't our last words. That sure is a big Morgana. Far larger than any normal submarine. Though I suppose that Morganas aren't exactly normal. All the smaller Morganas are swimming around it. Look like flies in comparison. If we could just get a closer look, I think we could get a better idea of its weaknesses. We shouldn't get too close. We don't want to risk it seeing us. Then let's push forward. We're so small compared to it, it shouldn't notice us. Maybe just a little. Remember, this is only surveillance. But right now, all we've surveilled is that it's big. We need more information. Looks like it's more perceptive than we thought. This isn't good. They're all turning to face us. And here I thought we were being so stealthy. We need to fight them off and make a tactical retreat. I couldn't agree more. Let's go. That was too close. I agree. We should have stayed further away. However, at least we've got a nice close-up look this way. Yeah, when it almost ate us. You think we learned anything valuable from that encounter? Next time we run into that thing, I'm stuffing it and mounting it on my wall. You may need a bigger wall, Captain. Though I approve of confidence. We should return to port and resupply. And talk tactics. I agree. I'll get started on some strategies right away. I look forward to hearing them. Captain, I think I've come up with a strategy that should leave our target open for attack. I'm all ears. We know they attack ports, and we know they're in and out before aid can arrive. So my suggestion is that we lay in wait, hidden near a port. When they arrive and start to attack, we swoop in, lay mines under them, and float up to destroy the major of the force. Then we can handle the oversized leader on its own. Interesting, but I have a question or two. And I have answers. You want to wait until they start bombing a port before we attack? They spotted us once. What's to make you think they won't spot us again? How many mines are we going to need to destroy all those ships? Yes. Of course the hope is that we can interrupt them before they completely destroy it. But there are times that sacrifices must be made. My biggest issue with this plan is that if it doesn't work, we'll be face to face with the entirety of the storm again. That didn't go so well last time. We weren't defeated last time, it was a tactical retreat. The next time will be different. I'll defeat them for Russia. I'll need to think about this. Think fast. The longer you take to decide, the more ports are destroyed. Thanks, but I don't need the reminder. I said I don't need the reminder. Captain, we're resupplied and ready to engage. Have you decided on a plan of attack? I have. I'm sorry, but your plan has a little too much risk. But I think I've come up with a strategy that should approve of. That you should approve of. I'm listening. We litter the ocean with mines. I think I must have misheard you there. Hear me out. We lay as many mines as we can around our next presumed target. Then we draw their attention with torpedoes and lure them into our minefield. And that's not too dangerous anymore. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Well, I'm hoping we use them all in battle. There shouldn't be any left by the time we take the big guy down. What can I say? I'm a hypocrite. I wouldn't say that you're a hypocrite. Just full of surprises. I like this plan. I'm looking forward to putting it into action. I figured you would be. Let's get on it then. The Morganas intend to keep drawing my fire. But I have dedicated myself to taking down the storm. All our mines are placed, Captain. We may want to pick up some more before the Morganas approach port. They'll come in handy. You're probably right. We can make that our next stop. Is that all you can think about? Mines? I think we've brought enough mines for next year. I'd appreciate it. I feel too light without any mines on board. Captain, there was another thing. What is it? I've been starting working on the second draft of my book. It's nowhere near finished, but I tried to work on everything you commented on. Here. Oh, it has a cover now. It looks nice. It's not hardbound or anything, but I did what I could. I was hoping you could read through it and give you more notes. That, and I was hoping you could keep it with you for the upcoming battle. Sure, it could be my good luck charm. I appreciate that, Captain. Now, I'm sure there are some preparations that I need to make, if you'll excuse me. Sounds like the fighting started. Just as we anticipated, they're bombing the port. Now's our chance to catch them unawares. Are you sure they don't know we're here? What are we waiting for then? Let's start this fight. Look at all that destruction. I'm starting to regret letting this happen. Give the order, Captain, and this fight will begin. Captain, it's now or never. Shall I let loose my torpedoes? Let's finish this. Attack. Draw them out into our trap. They won't see it coming. Damn it. They're gaining on us, L-3. I don't like how close they're getting. Just a little further. We're approaching the minefield. How much further? Let's hope this works. Well, let's hurry up. It'll work. If we're too close to them, when they hit the mines, we could get caught up in the explosion. I know, but I think I've got a plan that could get us the distance we need. Do I have permission to unload the rest of my mines? What? They could go off and trigger the rest of the field. But they could also slow down our enemy and let us get some distance. Do it. It seems as though there are still more grunts. Indeed, and I intend to destroy them. They're all wiped out. All but one. The leader. It looks practically untouched. Not for long. I'll make sure to rip that thing to shreds. L-3, are you sure you're up to this? We might want to retreat. If anyone can do it, it's you, L-3. Thank you for the confidence, Captain. You're right, I can do it. Captain, we've got Morgana's reapproaching. Reinforcements? Looks like Yeah, looks like we couldn't run even. Yeah, looks like we couldn't run even if we wanted to. No matter, we can handle this, Captain. Together. I have a feeling you're right. Let's do this, L-3. With the other Morgana surrounding us, we have no choice but to stay and fight directly. If this is how I perish, I can only hope I take it down with me. Personally, I hope for a great deal more, but our fate is in your hands. Good luck. It's done. You did it, L-3. We did it. If it wasn't for you, I think... That was amazing, L-3. I can't believe we actually defeated that massive Morgana. Yeah, I thought we were dead for sure. You didn't think I'd prevail? Oh no, that's not what he meant at all. Of course you could handle any challenge with ease. No, I actually thought we were going to die. Shut up, you're ruining this for me. I think this is a victory worth celebrating. Wouldn't you agree, Captain? Maybe for those that actually had faith in you. I think you're right. It's been too long since the crew had any chance to take a load off. You're suggesting a party? That's a first. Yes, I think a party will improve the morale of the ship immensely. So we're having a party. As soon as we return to port. To port it is. L-3, you don't look too good. The festivities were a little much for me. Yeah, I was surprised you stayed so long. I couldn't get away. Everyone was congratulating me and giving me drinks. Is this what a hangover is? You've never been drunk before? I really only drink when a comrade offers me something. I don't see the point in doing it on my own. I know what you mean. I'm not much of a drinker myself. Drinking is great. It loosens you up and makes you feel good. You have to admit that getting drunk is a little fun though, right? Well, I'm glad I don't have to worry about you giving me more to drink. Well, I enjoyed having you there. You should think about spending more time at the celebrations, even if you have to refuse the drinks. Oh, Mother Russia. Is that the alarm? Can we turn that down? We can turn it off, but only after we deal with the Morganas. Then let's make it quick. Quicker than normal. L3, I finished going through your second draft. You really? Huh. I didn't expect you to read that. Why wouldn't I read it? To be honest, I actually thought we might die in our battle with the storm. So you didn't want me to read it? You actually thought we were going to lose? Then I'll just forget what I read. No, I did. I just, well, hope it was better than the previous draft. What did you think? Honestly, it's a lot better. You worked on all the issues I had of it before. It still feels a little cold, though. Cold? I tried to warm it up. And those were probably the most awkward parts of it, to be honest. You think I'm cold? I think you can be cold, ruthless, and a cutthroat. But I've always seen you be kind and selfless. You'll get it. You just have to let it come to you naturally. I see. I suppose it's time to start on the next draft. Here, you can have it back. No, keep it. Until my third draft's ready. I'd like you to keep it with you. I can do that. Thank you. There are people that will just write for other people, correct? That's a profession? You mean like a ghostwriter? Yeah, people do that. You thinking about getting someone else to finish your ideas for you? Perhaps. It might be easier if I have someone to share the burden with. I'd have to trust them, though. If you'd have me, I'd be open to ghostwriting for you. We can start asking around. Maybe someone on the crew would be open to the idea. Are you sure? I mean, they are ideas. Who's better to write them down? Maybe. I do trust my crew. I'm not sure. I'll have to keep thinking about it. How do you have any time to think with all these Morganas around? I find time. Though it'd be easier if we finished these ones off fast. I've been thinking, Captain. If you hadn't been there with me, there's a good chance I'd be dead right now. That's a depressing thought. Well, you do like to take more than your fair share of risks. You? Dying? I can't see that. It's like a splash of cold water on the face, yes. Honestly, L-3, I don't think you would have let yourself die without me here. I appreciate the thought, but I know what I can handle, and this battle with the storm, I would have made the wrong call. If you hadn't been there, I'm sure I would have blown myself up. Your plan was pretty dangerous. It would have been effective as well. It just wouldn't have been precise. Well, the plan we went with wasn't exactly precise either. No, but we weren't caught up in the explosion, and I thank you for that. Thought you were ready to die for Mother Russia. I'm ready to fight for Mother Russia. Dying will have to wait. Don't think I am, Captain. I'm sorry, were we having a conversation and I just blacked out? No, I was continuing our conversation from before. I don't think I'm ready to die, Captain. You mean for your country? I meant it all. I haven't truly been alive for all that long. I don't want it to end. If I had fallen, what would have you done? How would have you reacted? I would have gone into a frenzied rampage. I don't want to think about that, L-3. I probably would have been a wreck. Tears and snot. Tears and snot, you say? I can't picture you like that, Captain. It doesn't matter what I would have done, L-3. Wouldn't have happened. Whatever happens to you, I'm seeing you through it safely. It means a lot that you... I'm glad we're friends, Captain. Now let's stop these conversations of death, okay? Let's do something to feel alive. Speak of the devil. Stop. Oh, fuck off. L-3 is critically injured. Should tell you her story when she's had time to recover. I need to find L-3. Yay, she's only 4 prestige. Pog, we can just continue with the story.
In the mood for a little light reading? Or a lot of light reading?
A signature? Yes, please. It'd mean the world to me. We'd greatly appreciate it, thank you. What's all this shouting about? They want my signature, Capitan. Like I'm some kind of celebrity. You kind of are. You're the champion of the Red Fleet, remember? A celebrity? You? I've never seen you in any movies. Oh, I've been meaning to ask, can I get your signature too? You too, Captain. Is this going to be a thing? You are much more than a celebrity, Miss L-3. You're an avatar of the people. May I have your autograph? Of course you can. Here, give me your pen. Oh my god, it's happening! Me next. Love from the Red Fleet. Keep fighting for Mother Russia, L-3. That's your signature? Is it weird? No, it's perfect. I'm glad you like it. You're next. Fantastic. I mean, thank you, Mom. Hope these give you the strength to keep fighting for the motherland. Of course. Thank you so much. These are great. Thanks again. So, how did that feel? Not bad. And I felt like I was able to use this fame for good. You were certainly able to use it, and your name is only going to spread when we return to Russia with this latest victory. Well, I think I'm ready for my next assignment. What about you? Always, let's go.